All right, this is for the Divine Feminine. And it's beautiful. And I was just freestyling some cards for myself and for a dream that I just had um, involving my twin. And so, 4 times, the Ten of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck when a card flipped out. So, yeah. And this is what we have right here. Ten of Pentacles. So I had these 3 oracle cards, resonating with them for a couple days and feeling the energies and making sure they felt right for me. And yeah, so excuse me. Oh, laugh triggered a little tickle there. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles is coming in for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so you could be a man or a woman. This is just if you're embodying the Divine Feminine, not the distortion. Okay, the Divine Feminine. This is coming in for you to support this next level of your mission. Okay, it didn't come in before because you weren't there. You weren't ready. It would have been spent frivolously or not utilized, or just it wasn't the right time. Okay, so now is the time. It's kind of like a clock. See how these are kind of like tick tock, tick tock. They're kind of like turned, kind of like cycles of the moon or something. Okay, it's like a clock. I just saw that just now. So sometimes you see things when you look through the camera as opposed to like, yeah, or yeah, whatever. So I don't know how that works, but a different message will come through the naked eye as opposed to like, not opposed to, but whatever. In addition to with looking at it through the camera, yeah, because interesting, because I just now saw that. And I'm looking at it through the little lens thing, so the flip phone part of the, those cams, those type of cams. Gams. Okay, so I just got gams from Cam. So yeah, like getting you cute skirts out. And I don't know, just I'm seeing that kind of like the Divine Feminine really coming into all aspects of her physical beauty, that being restored, everything. So just whatever maybe health issues people are dealing with, or just, extra weight that you've just had your whole life, or that you've had and you wanted to get rid of, or whatever it is, purifying and detoxifying the body, just, changing your diet, whatever it is. So this is filling the bounty of the body as well. And then, excuse me, from that, all these tools, okay, the body, that this is our instrument. So if we fine tune it and purify it, then all those tools, it's like having sharpened tools in your tool shed. Okay, they're clean, they're sharp, they're not all rusty and brittle and chipped and damaged. And so they're they're not going to do their job. They're going to be useless pretty much. So you might as well not even have them. So you want to keep those tools sharp and strong and rust free, oiled up, so if you want to learn how to carry your garden tools, so you can watch the Martha Stewart. She's got a good one on it. Yeah, that just popped into my mind because that's actually where I learned about that. Was Martha Stewart, like keeping them indoors, okay, out of the rain so the wood doesn't split, and keeping the just keeping it rust-free, keeping the edges of the shovel sharp, and you oil it so it doesn't get rusty, and you keep them stored out of the rain. Okay, so it keeps them lasting long. And all right, so with this Ten of Pentacles, okay, and look at all the birth, okay, rebirth. That's why I was really getting body from that, okay. The Divine Feminine being rebirthed inside of all of us. See, oh, okay, that's right. It's like the child, mother, grandmother, okay? And grandmother has been coming through, oh yes. The grandmothers. Right? New blood. And then we have harmony here. Okay. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. And harmony, okay, the testimony of the heart. Okay. Money, I just got that. See, by being in your heart, okay, the divine feminines who are resonating with this message, okay, that 10 of Pentacles is coming in for this next. And one of the messages for this card, this next level of service, one of the messages for this card is bringing water to your well. So really calling in those resources, okay? And again, okay, here's the heart. Very much of the earth. And agate, natural aggregate, is just the natural progression, natural procession, okay, to working together. So agate, aggregate, coming together. Okay, there's Venus. Okay, and if you flip that star inside the circle, the cross, okay, that's like the cross of Tehran. That's how we give birth, the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. Okay, and Venus, that's all about love. The V in us, we all give birth to creation, co-creating with God. I'll show the pose there. Might be the lotus pose, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I think it said Padmasambhasana, like Padmasambhava. So let's just read a couple of keywords here. I don't want to make these videos too long, and I'll do one for the masculine too. So yeah, Anahata is the chakra, the heart. Yeah, it is the lotus pose. Padmasana, yeah. So that reminds me of Padmasambhava. So time management, common sense, okay, pragmatism. Self-trust, body awareness. Oh, that's right, that was in that one, and that's interesting that the 10 of Pentacles, I was getting that. So details, realism, cooperation of others, concentration, dreams realized. So, let's see, dynamism, that's like that Knight of Swords, okay. Okay, so not being overcome by anxiety. So now we could be faced with seemingly the same circumstances, but we see it as a challenge. The dynamism, we really have trust in ourselves now and what our body can do, especially by being in our heart, okay, the abundance that comes from that. So know thyself. So projects and things that were just a short time ago, dreams, okay, are now well on their way. Pay attention to every little detail. Be practical in everything, even your relationships, where there's emotions involved and stuff like that. So, so this is really working together, partnership, balance, in the heart, harmony. Hello. Okay. And I pulled these. I was like, the divine feminine needs some, right? Just specifically feminine and masculine, like separate. So, when I saw these cards, I was like, I definitely have to share this because, and very interesting, I did my own cards before, right before I shared this, even though these have been out for a couple of days, because I was like, am I resonating for this for like the month of August, or is this, okay, I want to just see if it's still kind of, yeah, so I think this is what's coming in definitely this month for August, for a lot of you for the divine feminine who are resonating with this energy. So, oh, and yeah. Very interesting. I don't hardly watch any, like, go to, like, Capricorn and watch, like, I don't really watch readings, per se. I mean, it's just, once in a great while, I'll get an itch to go check out a Capricorn reading or something. But, so, yeah, it was Intuitive Pathways. It was just a short, quick, and what spurred it, because I was like, why do I want, I'm like, I just need to see that Ten of Pentacles, I think. And so I clicked on, and it was just a like 5-minute quick little for August. Okay, Veronica at Intuitive Pathways. Okay, first card that comes out, bam, Ten of Pentacles. I even left a comment. I'm like, I just needed to see that Ten of Pentacles. Thank you. And then the Lovers was the next one, or so, I don't know. It was great. And then, okay, so when the Ten of Pentacles came out for the Divine Feminine, Lovers is on the bottom. Okay. Masculine and feminine, Gemini, the twins, okay, giving birth, see? Egg in the basket. Oh, and that Ten of Pentacles, it's boom. Giving birth, the connection of the blood, okay? The bloodline, the inheritance, the promise, the restoration of God's people that have been persecuted. And then we have, what is it? Oh yeah, the Knight of Rods. So we have the Knight of Rods, okay? On the top. With the Lovers on the bottom. So, with the Ten of Pentacles, all this rebirth, we got Knight of Wands, Lover. I'm just like, oh. The Divine Feminine, you're going to get your masculine coming in too, and all the whole full package in the physical when it comes to him too. So, or your Divine Masculine, okay? I don't want to say him, her, because even if you're a heterosexual couple, you could be a masculine, feminine, and be a feminine, masculine female and a feminine male. And those can switch back and forth. So it's all just balancing the energy, okay? How do we do that? By staying in the heart. And when we're in the heart, that's where all the truth is. When we're aligned with truth, God loves that, and He provides us with everything that we need. He's always providing us with everything we need, but when it's really like this, now it's like next level stuff where God knows we need money if we want to be philanthropic and have our ministries, okay? However, your ministry could be a YouTube channel, whatever, just however it works for you. You could have a shop that's a nonprofit where you sell things that cost, but they're just things that you believe in and you want to be out there in society and people using, okay, juicers, this, that, whatever, and just have like an eclectic shop. Or, all kinds of, I've been writing down all kinds of ideas. Just, you have an ice cream maker at home, you can sell ice cream, make vegan ice creams, awesome flavors, and like details, like write down the details, okay? Like flavors, okay? What down to the type of sugar you want to use, raw, organic, whatever. You can do certain recipes that have agave, or just really let your mind just, okay? Imagine you already have all this money because it's on its way, okay, to support your ministry, okay? So this is the time now to start all those details, okay? Write them down, ideas for what you're going to do with the resources when they come in, okay? So now this one, what does it say? A blessing of, and it's a 4, okay, which is the earth and the angels. A blessing of, not the water, the watchers. That's right. Yeah. I think that's the first card, actually, that I pulled. I can't remember. It might have been the gem, but that one, I think that was the first card. I can't remember, but, oh, and 27, that's an important number. And that reduces to 9 too. So birth, 9 months. Okay, so I'm just saying. And the waters, that's all about, so the salt water, very conductive. That anchors a lot of the light Okay, from the Father, the codes that integrate into Mother, into the earth. I believe like the oceans and stuff, the salt water, that's very conductive. It absorbs a lot of the light. It anchors that way deep into the earth. Okay, so I think that's a big thing that's happening, even though it's just a download. You can't, not just, but a lot of things, a lot of these things you can't find in a book or whatever. So you'll get confirmation through synchronicities. You'll say a word at the same time somebody else says or whatever. God will make sure there's a way for you to know that it's not just your imagination, which is fine too. But even that, what you're doing is we're tuning into a stream of consciousness. Okay, so anyone who's writing, creating art, and you're channeling your higher self, or tuning into source consciousness. So a blessing of the waters. Okay, and then the sweet river water. Okay, there's the salt water, and then there's sweet water. So SW, right? Which both those letters represent the divine feminine. The W is like the breast, the mountains, the valley, the mountain and the valley. Okay, the valley is where the sweet water, the river flows. So, and it flows in an S. Okay, S and W. Those two go very, together. And it's also what do they call a combination or a blend? Something when it's like STR, like whatever. FR, from, frail, okay, so those kind of things. I forget what it's called, if it's a blend or something. Anyway, so a SW, okay, like swing, sway, swarthy, I don't know, okay, so a SW, that combination, is very much of the divine feminine. Excuse me. SM would also be like smack, yeah. So anyway, so the two waters, okay, we have the salt water, which is anchoring the Father, okay, the light code, okay, and he contains that light contains all the information of the masculine and feminine, okay, and when it's in the womb, it appears to be, okay, the black matter, the darkness, and he's the white, the light, but they both contain all the same information, the rainbow, okay. So, the sweet water brings forth the life, okay, so the water on the planet, okay, that's the water that we drink, that's the water that, nourishes all the plants, the seeds, and brings forth life, okay, so, now, and we have both waters within our body, okay, and as above, so below. So a blessing of the waters. A blessing to bring in the powers of the waters to cleanse and purify, rebirth and restore you. Yeah, the restoration. Okay, calling all aspects back to yourself, being fully restored, reborn, past, present, future, being all that you are right here in this moment, this now. Okay, that's that I am presence. From the great bodies of water in this world, we arose, we humans, more water than flesh, shaped from the bones of land and caressed into form by the movements of our liquid mother, the ocean. We arose and came to earth by way of water. While we wait to be born into this new lifetime, we are nurtured from conception by the waters before we emerge from our mothers and meet the land and the air. So it is to the water we return. So it is to the water we turn when we must be reborn. See that I said return, but it says turn, but I said that because it says reborn there. Interesting how that already came in before. See, because everything wants to come in all at once, that omni, where you're in the center, all aspects of yourself, and tick, 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 tick. So you just want to look at a different aspect. You don't have to go, the yoke is easy. You don't have to go, you just click, 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 click. You're this perfect whole circle of life, that all the universe all in one. That perfect circle, like just like this is. Okay, so all you have to do is click your perspective a little bit. Okay, you want information from over here? It's easy. You just click, click, click. So, and it's not a hamster wheel, and it's not getting you lost all over the place. It's being centered right where you are, right in your heart. That's why the yoke's easy, because you just click, 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 click. All right, so it is through the water we return, we must be reborn. When life stagnates, or when we fall into despair, we turn to the water to bless us and shape us, to hold us up when we cannot walk, to give us a dream between the dreams, to bring back to life our emotions, and to wash clean the soul wearing its cloak of despair. We ask for the blessing of the waters on our psyches, so our soul self can be free of heaviness and learn to move as water does, through even the greatest of blocks of stones in the rivers. We ask for the blessings of waters on our blood, so our inheritance comes to us untainted by the dark memories we sometimes dwell on, and we ask for the blessings of waters, to let us release what we are burdened with through the intelligent tears, freeing us from a pent-up store of unfreed feelings. Okay. Intelligent tears, yes, because water is mem in Hebrew, and that represents the waters, okay? And memory, okay, memory, okay, the waters. So water carries memory, and that's why everything is everything. Because water is in everything to some extent, even in a rock. That's why we're connected to all. It's the water that connects us all, and the water holds all the intel. The waters, okay, the salt and the sweet. Together they hold all the information of all this love, creation, things of the heart, God stuff, you know what I'm saying? The good stuff, the God stuff. Okay, so where did we go? This might take a little while to upload, but Divine Feminine, I really wanted to make sure we got a good, clear, precise message, and it's such a good one that's why I want to be so clear with it. Okay, so, I said right there, the dark memories, memories, the waters, intelligent tears. So we ask for the blessing of waters on our relationships, so that the water, I keep saying waters, water, so that the water moves through and cleanses our friendships and families and lovers from the resentments that humans sometimes fall prey to. And we ask for the blessings of waters for ourselves, so that like water we develop humility and know when to reshape our lives and flow into the best form for us now. That's all it ever is right now. May water smooth the sharp edges of your pain and give you ease in times when you are storm-swept and rain-dashed. May your intuition be fresh and flowing. May your feelings be clean and clear as water flowing over river rocks in the wilderness. May your emotions be as powerful as the wave of the ocean, as deep as the sea. May you accept the mysteries of your own depths. So this is saying what I got was don't be afraid to be emotional, because it's all this good stuff now. And even if seemingly negative stuff, okay, from the past, whatever comes in, it's just there to remind you of how strong you are now, that you can go dive into your emotions and come back out. Okay, we're not getting swept away by them anymore. And there was a point where we kind of had to die off the emotions die off a little bit, okay? And it's not that we're doing anything unhealthy. We're not doing escapism or numbing out or anything. We're just like not feeling connected to anything. Maybe even your children or your twin, everything, not feeling connected to nature, just not feeling connected. But it was necessary because there was like this fortifying of the heart, hardening. But this was like more of a fortifying, not hardening as like separating yourself and disconnecting, but it was kind of like that, because in order to connect with yourself, you have to kind of disconnect from the rest of the world. So it wasn't like I'm saying, a numbing out, an escape, or what, but getting into the stillness, the silence, that solitude, going deep within. Okay, so we had to kind of disconnect emotionally. We had to kind of go into our own computer bank and go and look around and figure out stuff and check this and that and, okay, do some inner research. And so you kind of have to shut off your emotions a little bit. So now it's not that we weren't in the heart. Okay, it's like the hermit, very much centered in the heart, and go do that inner work. Okay, but now emerging and coming back out, now we're reconnecting with our emotions. So it could be kind of like a new thing again, okay, this rebirth of the emotions. But because now we've mastered this being centered in the heart, we can allow ourselves to dive deep into the waters of the emotions and not be afraid, because now being at this next level, we can handle those deeper emotions, come out of it, feel good, feel restored, regenerated, okay? We're grateful for them now. We understand the benefits of letting our emotions flow through us, okay? And also the detriment of not allowing our emotions to flow, right? Because that we're taking ourselves out of the now if we're attached to emotion, which is past, okay, or afraid to allow ourselves to feel emotion, which is being afraid of the future. So we're thinking past, future. We want to be right here, right now, okay, where our emotions are powerful because we're in our heart, but we're not afraid because we're in our heart. So we can allow ourselves to feel those deep feelings because we know that we have the strength of the heart to come out of that and use the emotions for what they're meant to be used for, okay? Therapy, the flowing, the waters, the cleansing, okay? The bringing forth the memory. It's a process. So as above, so below. If it's a mental, spiritual, physical thing that's happening, your body's going to feel it. You're going to cry. You might barf. You might have to whatever, okay? Diarrhea, maybe. If you're cleansing different things out and it has to do with lower chakra stuff, you might, okay, have gut issues. And so, excuse me, so if you're doing upper stuff, if you have a throat block, okay, you might get a sore throat, you might get headaches, you might have chest pains, okay? So it's your body's way of giving a little signal, okay? Or, get louder and bigger if you don't listen, because God made it all to be that way, okay? And yes, there's been manipulations and all that, but okay, so we'll all figure it out when we have access to our Akash and all that, and we've passed on, where we're back with God again, and this whole full cycle circle, right? And we'll get to read stories of who we've been in every past life, and who our family's been, and all the dynamics that played out. It'll be awesome. So there's not so much that we need to know. The knowing is really just the being in the heart. Let the waters have all the information. God could. We don't really need to, do anything but be in the heart. Okay, and partner up and that love. Okay, Venus too. The heart, the anahata, okay? That's what we are down here on the earth, okay? Harmony. So Divine Feminine, okay, Ten of Pentacles with the Lovers and the Knight of Wands. Oh, sugar baby. I'm just saying. So the waters Harmony, the heart, the waters. So that abundant flow and that Ten of Pentacles, lovers, and he's busting down the dough. Knight of Wands. So there you go, Divine Feminine. I feel like this is the energy for August coming in. It's here. It's right now, baby. It's upon us. This is it. So this is it. Is that like Michael McDonald? I always do. Okay, just a quick little impression. Okay, you don't even have to know the words. The guy from Mad TV did a great job. I forget his name. But something Sasso. Will Sasso! Oh my god, I can't believe I just remembered that, angels. Aha, I didn't do it. So I think he was the one who did Michael McDonald, but anyway, how does it go? Taking it to the streets is what, taking it to the streets, and he's, you know, I don't know the words, but basically, okay, that's a really horrible impression, but that's what I do all day. Like, I'm just in my heart having fun, making fun of myself and everybody else, and I might edit this last part out because that's really bad, but yeah, so this is it. This is it. All right, love you guys. Peace and blessings.